Ah, okay, I gotta put my grandpa glasses on there.
Put your grandpa glasses on. Let's see what you
Okay,
thought you were going to ask
can
us
you
the
show us
question.
your favorite feature of yacht's name or demonstrate something special that you do on charter that makes you unique as a crew?
Ah, I think that's an easy one
Yeah.
for, because
do
of what
too.
you do. Go ahead.
Well, both of us. So both of us are photographers, and we love to photograph above and below water. Stephanie has been selected for a few art galleries, one in Sweden, and I was also selected for Melbourne, Australia, and Sweden as well, along with Digital Photography Week magazine for a couple of my turtle pics and diving pics. And anyway, it was a great honor. But what we do is we take pictures of our guests with the vacation of a lifetime, and we give them a little zip drive with all of their professional edited pictures so that they can take them and hang them on their wall when they get home and remember the wonderful trip that they had.
Yeah. He gets
And,
candid family shots. He does posed family shots and beautiful portraits, but he's amazing under the water. There's something that you do that is so natural. He'll say, let's go in the water and get a picture of you with the turtle. And every single time he does it, he goes in the water and he places the passenger just behind the turtle before they're going to come up for air. And it's wonderful. And then they have these underwater and above water memories to take home, compliments of us.
Right.
And I think that's something that's special about
it's
this
a
boat.
really, really cool little touch, and sometimes it doesn't work out, but sometimes it does. And pretty much every trip, we end up giving someone at least a picture with a really nice picture with a turtle, so they can hang it on the wall. But we also, because we're a dive boat, we focus on getting a farm to table on the last day. We try to get them a lobster so that they can have their own meal that they caught on board, and it's really something special. And we've had some people, repeat guests, that come back continually. We've had several of them that come back for just lobstering. They love to come and lobster and catch their dinner.
So far, we haven't had a charter where they're diving that they did not come back with a nice lobster dinner.
We've been very lucky. And so really the best part around, we have done 7 charters in the USVI, which was really an amazing experience, because what we found is there's some amazing spots in the USVI. And we have a spot where we can anchor in 30 feet of water, and the guests are alone, there's no one around, and the reef is pristine because no one goes there. So it's really cool sharing that with the guests, and they get to experience something that was probably what you would experience 30 years ago, because a lot of the reef has been knocked out, but we try to get to those out of the way spots, and so it shares a little more added value with them when they go back and they see a healthy ecosystem under the water. And so anyway, and
the quarantine time was almost a good thing, because we really did get to see all the nooks and crannies and make the USVI charters something that we never thought they could be. They've been fabulous. We did 7 between the beginning of June until mid-August. It was just about back to back.
so
Another question.
okay, the next question: what is it about the chef's personality, approach to cuisine, or service style that guests love on charter? And what's the chef's signature dish that gets the most applause? Well, there's all of them. Honestly, she's got 7 great ones, and she's got applauses on each one of them, which is amazing when you come out and they give you a little golf clap for
hopefully better than a
one
golf
of the
clap.
meals. But I call her Saucy Stephanie. So she's wonderful. She makes wonderful sauces, and several of them are her own. She does a cherry ginger sauce, and then I grill out almost every meal. We do pork tenderloin, pepper roast or pepper encrusted pork tenderloin on the grill, and I smoke it with either apple wood or cherry wood, and then she finishes off with the sauces. We do a little bit of everything from Asian to American to hamburgers to you name it, but
Indian,
yeah,
you
Indian.
name it, Thai. What makes me really happy is when I hear on the preference sheet that somebody doesn't like fish or somebody doesn't like something in particular, but I'll serve it and I'll have a substitution for that person. And they taste someone else's meal and they say, well, what do you know? I do like fish. I love this. Look at that. I do love salmon. Oh, I do love curry. Oh, I do love that. And that's what really makes me feel good is they'll taste someone else's plate. And
so yeah, she calls those the green eggs and ham people. So, you know, the ones who come on board and they're like, oh, I don't like that, Sam, I am. And she gets them to eat it, and it's amazing. When they leave, they love fish.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, oh, I've never had fish like that. So
they say, I want all my sauce on the side. And
yeah.
then by the second day, oh no, just slather it all over everything. That's fine. It's just nice.
Yeah, we do
good.
a Chilean sea bass. She does this wonderful tropical salsa with the mangoes and a little bit of spice with the
depends on what's fresh that day or when I'm provisioning and whatnot.
Anyway, the sauce is amazing.
Thank you, hon.
And
thank you.
so the food is really good. I can attest to it because I can no longer hide behind trees after 20 years of her cooking. Actually, 25 years. We've been married for 20 years. We've been together for 25.
It's all my fault.
I'm going to blame this one on
no,
you.
He is amazing on the grill, and he's my grill master, and I couldn't do it without him. He's quite the help. What's the next question?
So I guess...
we get to ask the chef what it is about the captain's personality, interaction with guests, or entertainment skills on charter that guests rave about. I know they don't have to rave about it, but the first thing that comes to mind for me is Dennis there's a way about him that just makes people comfortable immediately. He'll find a bond or a common ground. He's amazing with kids. He gets them behind the helm and has them first sit with him and get comfortable up there, and he just has a ball with them. He has a great time, whether it's kids, adults, couples, everybody. He's the hostess with the mostest. When I'm busy in the kitchen, in the galley, excuse me, then which is all the time. Yeah, he is one of the kids. Maybe that's why.
But we really do try to have a lot of fun with our guests, and it's funny because most of them end up following us on Facebook, and they're the first ones to comment on our trip, and which is an honor.
It is.
So the next one. So the previous life experiences have you had that? What previous life experiences have you had that contribute to your success as a charter crew? So obviously I've got 4,000 dives, and we used to do spearfishing on the west coast of Florida, and we owned a house on the water. During our midlife crisis, we decided to turn our passions.
Have we gotten to that already?
Yes.
Oh.
Well,
okay.
we kind of are. And we turned our passions into this experience that we've had, and it's been wonderful. So we love to do the diving
and the
entertaining. And Stephanie just loved to entertain, so we would entertain 6, 8, 10 people at a time at our homes.
That's a hobby when we weren't busy working.
Yep.
And
so little did they know they were guinea pigs.
It was just
professional.
really natural that his skills and mine came together, and we're so blessed that as a couple you can have the skills that make up one job.
How did you get into sailing or chartering? So that is an interesting story. We took a...
Can I say?
Go ahead.
My first experience, if I may, when I was 12, my family and another family did a British Virgin Islands and U.S. Virgin Islands charter, and it was with one of the first couples that were chartering in this area, and I just loved it so much. I talked about it. Dennis knew about it.
It was on Zulu Warrior, so it was. There's a book out there called They Sail the Islands for the Living, and it's actually the first 5 couples. It's interviews in a book form of their experiences in the charter industry, and Stephanie was on Zulu
We
Warrior.
were on with
so,
them. And you would only know them if you'd happened to be around here in the, say 80s.
Yeah,
so, anyway.
Anyway, and then, so, how did we do it? Well, we sold everything we owned. We had a paid-off condo, and we had a paid-off
We
cars.
downsized and
We
just,
sold all our stuff at a garage sale and bought a sailboat in
they
St.
said,
Lucia.
"Are you crazy? Our furniture's all new." And then I thought about it, and I said, "Let's do this."
Yeah, so we bought the boat in St. Lucia, sailed it to Virgins, and the first year we ran our own boat, and then we got an offer to run another boat. And of course,
Worked out
many of you
perfect.
know we ran Mora Mori and Good Vibrations. And now we're on the Vandalay, and she's beautiful. She's
Loving it.
yeah, she's refit and ready to go. So
Great fit. What else
yeah,
do we
let's
have
see,
here?
What else do we have?
What did you get?
Let's see. Well, I'm sure you can cater to various groups. What is your most ideal charter group, and why does this type of group suit you all?
Wow.
Well, we already pretty much covered that. I think the kids and the family are a strong
Or
point.
the couples and the
But-
divers,
yeah.
and I can't think of anybody that isn't
Yeah,
a good.
we also do a lot of 4 couples, usually 4 couples, or 2 couples with their 2 kids is perfect for this boat. Even 2 couples with 3 kids, or
Yeah, well, we've had that all.
it's, the middle one. What's your favorite kid activity for family charters?
I'll let
So-
you answer that because you're just brilliant
Yeah.
with kids.
Well, I love to, so from the very moment we leave port, we go down what's famously known as Puke Alley. And rather
Oh,
than
no, don't. I
Puke
can't
Alley
believe you
is
said
where
that.
you leave. Well, they're all brokers, they know. So you leave out of out of the harbor here over at Yacht Haven Grand, and you make the corner. And what I do is I get the
That's
kids
rough.
in their swimsuits, and I say, all right, go stand up on the front deck.
Have fun.
And as we turn the corner, I make them jump with the
They
waves
have
on the
a
front
ball.
and see how high they can get. And then I get their pictures or a video of them, and they love that.
And they don't even notice that we just
Yeah.
had a little rough
And the next thing you know,
journey.
they're soaking wet. Mom and Dad are in the dolphin chairs, and they're
Everybody's
soaking
happy.
wet, and we're all having a blast. And anyway, it kind of kicks off the charter, and they really love that. And then from then on, it's you
That's
name it. I
nice.
love to show them the
Yeah.
underwater world of the beautiful VIs, and we play games sometimes. We get them involved
Yeah.
in games,
We're
charades.
done early enough, and we can. Sometimes we go up in front of the deck, and we play
So,
games. And
just
we have a
depends.
pirate night where everybody
We do.
dresses up and gets silly, and it's a lot of fun.
We have about 8 costumes, so they're full costumes for Pirate Night. We used to do the Michael Bean show and get them involved, but now we just do a photo
Yeah.
shoot on the front in the Caribbean.
The most
real
conservative
Pirates of the
adult.
Caribbean.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but most conservative adults will say, "Oh, I don't want to dress up," and then somebody puts one thing on, and they put on just one thing, and then before you know it, they've got on all the garb, and they're in character, and they're practically swinging from the mast, and absolutely having
Yeah,
a blast.
They're
What do we
having a good time.
have?
Okay, so how did the boat get its name?
Oh, I'll let you
If you've
answer
ever
that.
watched Seinfeld,
The older audiences
George's
would know that.
alter, well, his
His
alter-
fake name, if he
fake
was
name,
not going to
yeah.
be himself.
fake
Yeah.
name was Art Vandalay. So our dinghy's name is Art, and it's Art Vandalay, and of course La Vandalay Industries was his company. So La Vandalay is where the boating name came from.
So it came from Seinfeld.
Yeah, from
That's all
Seinfeld.
crazy
So,
things.
What have you done recently, or what plans do you have to put up to up your charter game? Well, we've actually done a lot of photography courses, and we're continuing to learn and try to improve that even. I'd love to capture those, but we've added a few new recipes,
We have.
and we've got a few.
We've done some more vegan stuff, and
Yeah, we're trying to do a little bit more plant-based.
I think it was good for us last week when we had so many charters back to back, because we really got into a rhythm, and I think that we've become better and better at our roles, and
we do
we
a
will
lot.
continue.
Yeah, we also normally we have, for those of you who know, we usually have a basil plant on board, and we grow our own mint, so we can do our own mojitos, and we also do a bacon wrapped shrimp that we twist the
Basil
fresh
bacon
basil
wrapped
around,
with a barbecue
and then
sauce.
wrap that with
It's
the
very
bacon,
good.
and at the end we grill that and we dust it with barbecue sauce, and it's phenomenal. That's another favorite for you. Let's see, what is your favorite charter memory?
Oh, may I?
Sure.
Okay, all right, because it just stands out so much. We knew we had a charter coming up, a last minute sort of booking, and the name was Michelle Stern. Oh, okay. And we had a nice phone conversation with him, and then we received the fax that had a copy of all of the passports, and it said Lisa Kudrow, and she was, of course, on Friends, and I'm not a starstruck kind of person, but if I was to play a little game in my head and said, "Who, if there was a celebrity that can come on board," I'm a huge Friends fan, and I think it would have been her. And it was such a surprise, and it was just so wonderful, and she was wonderful and polite, and she couldn't have been a nicer guest, and her family, they were great.
Yeah,
that's
they were
one of my
fantastic. And
my
so they only
favorite
got off the
charter
boat
memories.
one time. They went to Cooper, and they got hit by, two people came to him and said, "Hey, can we take our pictures with you?" And she politely declined, and she said, "Listen, I'm with my family." And after that, she came back on the
On
boat. She
vacation,
said, "I
so-
don't want to go on land anymore." We
She
really
was
enjoyed
so
them.
polite. She
Yeah.
said, "But I'm really worried about you working too hard."
Yeah.
Because we
So-
planned to go out to dinner maybe 3 nights, but we really like the food on board. But I'm so worried about you working hard. She was so polite. And anyway, it was quite the treat. But
Okay,
everybody's
so
a treat.
That was the favorite one. But, and you know what? And our favorite might come next week. So
Never know.
We've had a blast doing this, and I'm sure you all have.
Oh, I'll
stories.
ask you. If you were a sea animal, what sea animal would you choose? We
I
didn't
gotta-
look at these at all.
I gotta pick the turtle. I mean,
You do?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Why?
think so.
Why?
Well, because they're so cool. Some of them are actually friendly. The sea turtles come right up to us. They literally remember who you are. So.
I'm surprised because I think of turtles as being slow, and you're anything but.
Well, then there's that.
Yeah, he's really.
So,
really
how about
good.
you?
I think an octopus, because in order to serve 10 people and keep things going all day, I need more hands than I have.
So, we're open for Christmas. If you brokers, if anybody can book us, we would love to do a Christmas Christmas charter, and I believe they've even put it at normal rate. They also have a 10% off right now through, I think, the end of the month. And check the specials, because we try to keep the boat booked. We want to stay busy, and anyway, we hope to host your guests and make it a vacation of a lifetime for them.
That's always the goal.